All right, hey, we are live. We are the Idiots Talk Sports, also known to the free and unfree world as Tits. I am Chance Delfuego. With me is Drunk Tim.
As always. Yes, I know like it's usually as always, but yeah, it's been a cool minute.
Back from Thailand.
Your multiple special report.
Yes.
Investigative report.
I was visiting Aaron's mother.
Something like that. Yes. Good. And also with us, Mr. Stephen Mann is with us today. We are coming to you live from the On the Border studios here in Oklahoma City, atop the second floor, behind the bulletproof glass, on this windy, cold, nasty, mother-loving day, Mother's Day.
Mother-loving day.
Mother's loving day.
That's great.
May 9th, 2021 of the year of our Lord. It's going down today. Hell yeah. You're probably wondering, what the hell can you possibly talk about today? There is a big mother booty ton today to talk about.
It's
a
Mother's
big
Day.
mother booty ton. Like chillins just hanging in the booty type of booty ton things to talk about. So,
excited.
I didn't know you were a black woman from Georgia.
Yeah, massive hype.
they exist. So, here we go. We've got a ton. We got sports to talk about. We got NFL. We got the NFL draft. Some things to talk about there. We got NCAA way too early rankings have come out for NCAA football.
Way too early.
Way effing too early, but that's how it works.
But it gives us something to talk about.
It does.
I'm fine with that.
That's right. We've also got NBA basketball coming up. We've got playoffs coming up.
Playoffs.
We've got
I wonder what
baseball
seed.
to talk about. And did you know how bad of a fan I am? I didn't even know my Giants were actually good.
Oh, you didn't know that?
They are good.
It's about time.
They're good. I mean, I don't know how long it's going to last, but they're good.
But you're not one of those fair weather fans. So
No, I'm
you stuck
Giants
with
through
them.
and through, man.
You
From
are.
the beginning to the end, man. Giants, shoot, dog.
Like me,
Take
with
it
my,
all.
Me with my Chiefs. I get that. I feel it. Fucking salt and pepper.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Steven knows salt and pepper.
Yeah.
But you hadn't seen Jurassic Park or whatever it was.
No, actually, that was it. I've never seen Jurassic Park.
No.
But he knows salt and
I'm
pepper.
only un-American, so.
Right. Right. But we've got a crap ton. We're going to be talking. We're going to be talking about Delfuego's pick today. I'm on fire. In case you haven't been keeping up, I'm still undefeated. Isn't that crazy?
How
Over
many
a
is
month.
that now?
We'll call it officially 5. I mean, could be
5?
6 really. 6 and up.
5 or 6 is pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
That's a good streak there.
So Delfuego's pick is coming up later today. We've talked about the fact we're talking some good sports today. Will the Lakers even make the playoffs this year? That is coming up.
It'd be kind of funny if they didn't.
Because they're kind of in play-in status at the moment right now.
Well, you had said on this
What do you
show
think,
before
7?
that whoever was coming out of the West was coming from LA.
Mm-hmm.
And you had talked a lot of mess about that stuff, so
I'm looking a little wrong.
yeah.
Except the
that's
Clippers
your
are
first
good.
loss.
Do you think
Clippers are
the
good.
East might actually be able to win this year? A team from the East? That actually might be possible this year.
We'll see.
I don't know. I need to watch a little more basketball for me to tell you that, but
Yeah.
I've watched some, but not. I don't know. I think the East. I think the Nets or the Sixers could win this year.
Yeah.
I called the Nets as soon as they got, remember on Facebook and stuff? I called it that the Nets were the next champions as soon as they got...
KD?
Who was it?
No, not KD. Was it
Or
Harden or was it...
Kyrie Irving? Harden?
I think it might have been Harden.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's your champion.
Or Blake Griffin or... let's see, Magic Johnson. Do they also pick up Oscar Robertson?
Well,
they picked up all of the NBA greats.
No, they got 3 fantastic. Well, they've got at least 2 MVP caliber players Actually, I think didn't KD and Harden win MVP?
Yep.
Mhm.
They both
Yes.
have.
So yeah, and then you've got the other dude with them as well.
Out of all
The
the super
other
teams that have come up in the past like decade,
Yeah.
has there ever been a team where there was 2 MVPs? I guess
From
Curry.
different
I guess
years?
Curry and KD.
Yeah, Curry, KD.
Was that the only other one?
Oh yeah,
That I can think of at the moment.
So I don't think Dwayne Wade ever won MVP.
he should have.
I don't think
What about like old Lakers? Like this is my age coming out. Like what about old like
Kareem.
Jerry West and Stinking Wilt?
Did Jerry West ever win MVP?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Wilt did, but I don't know.
Jerry West had to have won MVP.
I'm just throwing it out there, man.
Well, didn't he win the Finals MVP on
'Cause
the
remember-
losing team?
Yeah. Well, because that was the year
Oh.
when they had their super team. That was one of the original super teams in the '70s. Remember, they had, they had Wilt, they had Jerry West, and they had Elgin Baylor, who everyone always forgets about, but was absolutely amazing.
Oh, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason. He was a great.
Oh, he's
scorer.
more than a Hall of Famer. He's I don't know.
the dirty work guy.
Yeah, I mean, he's
Pretty
not.
much.
Yeah, he's not Rushmore, but he's close. He's forgotten about how great he is. But
He's like
they were all on
probably-
the same team, and they still did not win the finals that year. By the way,
Yeah.
they lost to the Celtics again
Well, is that during the years the Celtics won 8 in a row?
around that time. Yeah, Bill Russell,
The 70s and shit.
Bill Russell just
Was that in
kicking
the
ass.
70s?
Yeah. It might have started in the 60s,
Yeah.
but like the late 60s.
A lot of people don't know this. Bill Russell surgically added another finger to his hand, just so he could add the 11th ring. You know.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
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 Fun fact.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I've got and he was one of the first to post on Twitter. I've got 11 rings, bitches. Hashtag Bill Russell.
Like
I think only him
Mandarin
could say
ain't
that,
got
actually. So it probably was him.
Yeah,
the Mandarin ain't got shit on me.
yeah, and so yeah, surgically had a 6th finger added to his
So,
right
like,
hand.
What are we gonna do, Princess Bride shit now? Someone was looking for you.
Yeah, that's some gangsta baller stuff right there. You know, I'm Bill Russell, bitches.
I got 6 fingers on my right hand.
Yeah, because I ran out of fingers. I'm not gonna put these rings on my toes.
Realistically, if I was to get an extra finger, I'd do it on my non-dominant hand, though.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to put it on your shooting hand?
Exactly. Yeah, that would just get in the way.
Yeah.
At least if you do it on the other hand, it's not in the way as much.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes
As
sense.
a guitarist, I wouldn't mind an extra finger on my right hand.
As long as it was very usable.
Well, yeah, like if you're plucking and stuff.
As a
Yeah,
masturbator, let's see.
Masturbator. Like I've always got that extra
Yeah.
pinky finger.
What would that extra feeling feel like?
Where's that tickle coming from?
Well, hold on,
Is
wait.
it coming from the prosthetic
Okay, so
finger?
there's a great question. What is the extra finger? Is it an extra thumb, like that dude on the Avengers, or
Oh.
is it an extra pinky finger?
Like, yeah, are you putting it at the end here, or are you like moving 2 over to put in the middle? Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, is it an extra middle finger?
Oh, damn.
Dude, like
So it's not even a middle finger
some
anymore.
serious like Dane Cook shit.
Or
Right.
are you putting one like right here over here? Then that'd be an amazing middle finger right there.
So, Bill Russell, I know you watch the show. I know you follow. If you can message us, just DM us. It's cool. I'm allowing it this time.
This time.
DM us. Let us know which finger.
He unblocked you.
Yeah, I unblocked. It was getting a little bit ridiculous.
I mean, he was
but
a Celtic.
and that is a problem for me.
Let me see. Yeah, he's a Lakers fan.
That's a problem. But DM us. Let us know which finger that you chose to add as your 6th. Technically, your 11th. So you heard it here first, man. Not a lot of people know about that.
That's a hot take. That's that's breaking news. We should have had that playing.
Yeah.
I never knew breaking news could be a hot take, but we just did.
Breaking news and hot take.
I think they're like cousins.
Right. Let's see. This week there was a viral video came out. I don't know if you saw it. It's coming up. We'll talk about it, hopefully, coming up, where basically this other country's version of a Brinks truck, although it's this shitty old Toyota truck with basically tries to get run off the road and shot at, and this dude is able to, he's like ex-special forces, he's able to run off the two people off the side of the road.
Wow.
And drive off to safety.
That is nuts.
With his scared partner in the passenger seat with an AR or whatever.
Riding shotgun.
Yeah. Great video. If you haven't seen it, well, hell, you need to see it. It's viral for a reason. This week, Jake Paul gets into a little scuffle with Floyd Mayweather. You know, you got the fight coming up with his brother Logan Paul and Floyd Mayweather. Takes his hat.
I saw that was so stupid.
And what happens, what ensues after that, we'll talk about that coming up.
He takes the hat and like runs in the opposite direction, like in a crowd of people.
Right. Yeah.
Such a coward move. It's so bad. Oh,
Is he in like that same group that like stormed the Capitol?
No. No.
He's like, let me do some meth before I do this.
Right.
how much want to bet most of them were on meth or something? They were on something when they stormed the Capitol.
Oh yeah.
You think so?
They were not stone cold sober. They were not.
Well, they've made a joke about it on Saturday night, right? Moonshine, nice.
Yeah. Moonshiners.
You high on moonshine? Maybe.
They made a joke about it on Saturday Night Live last night. It was pretty good.
Oh, you watched Saturday Night Live?
With Elon Musk.
That was another thing I was going to say coming up. We're going to talk about Elon Musk, Dogecoin.
Was it anyone invest into Doge?
Well, they made jokes about that on the Weekend Update.
Yeah,
really?
They did.
What the fuck is that? It's like Bitcoin and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, cryptocurrency. What happened to it? We'll talk about that coming up. What the
This
shit?
is a big world changer from what I understand.
Well, actually, Friday night I actually put money into Doge, so I'm.
It's like international currency, right?
I thought it was gonna spike after that, because everyone thought it would spike.
Yeah.
A bunch of people bought into it.
There you go. So
you probably should have done Bitcoin first.
So we'll talk about that coming up. We've got China sent off a rocket, and it came plummeting back towards Earth last night.
Yeah.
Where did it land? Did it kill anyone? We'll talk about that here a little bit later in the show.
I know where it landed, so.
Yeah. Happy Mother's Day to somebody's ass.
What?
To somebody's ass?
What'd you get for Mother's Day?
What does that mean?
I got a rocket up my ass.
That's what they call it these days?
That's right.
Is that what you
China
think?
does not half-ass it, man. Anyway, we'll discuss. Yeah, Elon Musk, SNL last night. He was on there, and we would be shitty if we didn't bring this up. We've got your opening photo. It's the 1-year anniversary. We're going to revisit. We're going to revisit the report of what did you get your mom for Mother's Day.
I fucking love it.
With Mr. Aaron Beesbeer, and of course. We are brought to you in part today by Whiskey Dicks. Whiskey Dicks.
I like it.
When's the last time you've had trouble with your pipes? Whiskey Dicks is here to help.
One of my favorite sponsors of all time.
So.
Yeah, I haven't had them in a while.
No, we have not. Okay, so last night, Saturday Night Live, Elon Musk hosts the show.
Miley Cyrus.
Miley Cyrus's music.
She killed it, dude.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Well, usually they have, like, the opening monologue but they did, like, it was more about, like, Miley Cyrus. She was doing this song, really bluesy, hardcore song, and then, like, in between verses, they would have, like, cast members doing like this little bit with their mothers and like, hey mom, thank you for teaching me everything that I know and blah blah blah, and then they would say the joke or the mom would say the joke and yada yada.
Yeah.
And so they did, but like Miley Cyrus killed it on the vocals. It was fun. Like it brought tears to my eyes how amazing, like she has really grown into an amazing singer and performer. She's fantastic.
Wow. Some people had argued that they thought that Miley should just go ahead and both host and do the musical part of the show.
I thought she's done that before.
Has she?
I don't believe she has.
You might be right.
But there was some backlash about Elon Musk hosting the show last night, including from people that are cast members on the show.
Really?
Yeah, there were some that had tweeted out that they were against it. Some of them had even said they would go as far as to basically stepping to the side and not even performing.
Calling in that day, basically?
Right, because
like,
Elon
what
Musk.
was their problem?
Because he's rich.
He's
one of the
rich
richest
and
men
whatever.
in the world.
You know, there's the whole woke stuff and the whole. I know he's said a thing or two or whatever that doesn't always
Controversial.
right. That people get their panties in a whatever,
Wad.
right? But it's like some executives have said that there was a quote. They said that Saturday Night Live cast members, and I may have to agree. They said that some of the cast members have now become too big, quote, too big for their britches.
Unquote.
The cast members have?
Yeah, it gets to a point when it's almost like you've forgotten who you are. Like,
You're
think
very lucky to be.
You think
to
you're
have your
too
job.
big. You think you're bigger than what you really are. I don't know. Saturday Night Live has gotten annoying to me, and that's saying something because you know my passion about the show Saturday Night Live specifically, and dude, whoever they bring on. You work with it. You're professional. That's
You're
what
professional.
you do. You make a great
Yeah.
show.
No matter what your personal feelings are.
Anytime that somebody has ever spoken out against a host, it's been because not because before the host got there, it's usually been because that host showed up and they turned out to be the dick while they were on set. A great example would be Andrew Dice Clay or a Steven Seagal. Like, those are two notorious hosts that have come on, and later on the cast members.
Andrew Dice Clay.
And the
he's
cast
kinda
members
known for
wouldn't
that.
get on, of course, this is before Twitter, but they wouldn't get on there and be like, yeah, that motherfucker. I mean, but if they were asked about it, they would be like, yeah, he was kind of a dick, or he was pretty douchey or whatever. But that's about
We worked
it.
through it.
Yeah, but these were great cast members. And now these days, it's almost like, what? Elon Musk is going to be on the show? I'm not even going to perform on the show this week. Like, ugh. And people wonder why SNL doesn't seem as likable anymore. It's not just the political stuff, but it's also that kind of a attitude towards it.
Dude, it's this Generation Z shit, and they actually did a skit on this episode last night about Generation Zers. Mm-hmm. They did it was like a generation or a general hospital thing, but it was Gen Z hospital, and they were just like, are you gonna be 100 about that, or and they were making fun of Generation Z and all.
And just speaking full Generation Z.
Yeah, and anyway, but that Generation Z, this is the generation of, no offense, but the generation of being offended by anything that they can think of. Like, they want to be part of a movement, and you don't have to spend your entire life pissed off and trying to find something to be pissed off about. Just do life and enjoy it.
Yeah. So the thought going into the show was, by Musk coming on and talk at some point, eventually speaking Dogecoin at some point,
Eventually.
that it would shoot up through the roof. So people began investing like crazy, hopping on Robinhood, hopping on whatever, so they could invest in Dogecoin. And of course, when everyone jumps on something like that, typically the opposite happens.
Well,
which is exactly what happened
that's
as
like economics,
Dogecoin
right?
goes down 40%.
Yeah, it's like economics. Like, if everyone's doing it, then the value of it changes.
What was it? It was like 70-something cents to the whatever the hell. I'm acting like I know what I'm talking about.
I will tell you right now.
It went down to 40 cents or 40-something cents.
Wow. That's a big jump.
40%'s a pretty significant drop.
I don't know about
Right
Wall
now
Street
it is
shit,
at
but-
53.
53. So it's made a little bit of a bounce back.
I lost $25 so far.
Yeah.
But over time,
Yeah.
Stephen.
I know.
No, it's
over time.
It's like stock market type of shit, and
You see, when you put the eggs in the little basket, Stephen, and you let them nestle over a long period of time.
Just don't count them before they're hatched.
Don't count them early. One might break, you know. Somebody might get up and, just talk about it on a show.
That's like another. Wait, if an egg breaks, that's like another form of abortion.
Oh boy.
Oh my.
Oh boy. Some off-camera show talk and is now creeping into the on-show talk.
We'll edit this out later.
Yeah, we'll fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll edit.
fix it
We'll
in
edit this
post.
live portion right now.
We'll fix it in post.
You did not see that or hear that.
These are not the
Droids. I don't know. But
Well,
yeah,
we just had May the 4th.
that's true. So not a whole lot interesting about the show, in my opinion, except for, the musical stuff was good. They did do a kind of funny skit where Elon Musk dressed up as Wario, and they put Luigi on trial, or they put him on trial.
They're in the courtroom.
Yeah, and I think he was even able to sneak his girlfriend in for that particular scene.
That's the one skit. Like, I was busy doing something else.
I think she was Princess Peach
Oh yeah,
in
of
the
course.
skit. So
She's cute too, by the way. Like that actress.
yeah, this is the same dude that did Amber Heard and a list of. I mean, he's a billionaire. He's good.
Oh, Elon Musk.
Yeah,
Oh no, he wasn't with Amber Heard.
yeah, he was.
What? Johnny Depp's soon-to-be ex-wife?
Yes.
Well, I didn't know. No. Dude, I Googled him because I didn't know. I knew he was the Tesla guy. But no, his ex-wife, dude, I snapshotted pictures of her, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Seriously, this chick is banging.
Yes.
He married her
Banging?
twice. He married her twice.
The girl he's with now?
No, this is his ex-wife twice.
Yes.
She's an English actress.
Yeah.
She was on Inception,
Oh.
a Christopher Nolan movie.
Yeah, very good. Yeah, good to know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
he married her. No, he wasn't with Amber Heard. That's Johnny Depp, dude.
He's been with Amber Heard before.
I guess I didn't see that.
And so has Johnny Depp.
Well,
it's possible
well,
for.
Amber Heard also took a shit on Johnny Depp's bed.
Yeah, I know. And I'm telling you, the same crazy Amber Heard has been with Elon Musk. I don't know for how long,
Man.
but it has happened. It's official.
All right, Google is happening.
Google it up. There we go. So, all right. So there's that. And then also yesterday, going at about the same time where Saturday Night Live begins, is the China Rocket. The China Rocket, which launched back in late April, was said it was going to kind of basically disperse, it ran out of fuel, whatever, and come hurling back towards Earth at a very slow rate of 18,000 miles per hour.
Which is a slow rate whenever, because, orbiting the Earth, you're going way faster.
It's only 10 stories. What was the stats? It was 10 stories, 23-ton rocket.
23 ton?
Yeah.
Not that dangerous.
R.I.P. some of you mothers out there. And there's some mothers out there that are 23 tons, This is a day of eating. This is a day of eating for mothers. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, okay. I'm not.
By the way, I just
You're not stepping on that territory.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not really following where you're going.
Am I taking a
by
controversial?
the way, just quick one to say,
Yeah.
it looks like you were right.
Thank you.
He was apparently with Amber Heard before he got with this pop star that he's with right now.
Correct. So this rocket comes hurling back towards the Earth. There's some speculation like, where will the debris land? Nobody seems to care. So the U.S. Department of Secretary is asked about it. I'm sorry, I need to get quotes here. Lloyd Austin.
Never heard of it.
Okay.
I'm glad he has.
U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin's asked, and he says, no plans to shoot down the remnants. Quote,
the remnants.
we're hopeful hopeful that it will land in a place where it won't harm anyone.
So they're thinking about shooting down this thing.
End of quotes.
So no one survived. So whenever it crashed, no one survived, right?
Yeah, there's nobody in the rocket.
Oh, there's nobody in the rocket.
No, I don't even
I
know.
thought they were astronauts.
I'm still not sure of the intention or the use of the rocket. There was speculation it may land over North America, specifically Chicago or New York.
I thought I heard it landed
Then it
in
changed,
the ocean.
and the reality was literally no one knew where this thing was going to land, including the Chinese government. But of course, they were like, "Oh, I was about to start sounding Hispanic.
I was about to say, what is that?
It's okay. It's okay. It
Would
land
you
wherever.
like a fortune cookie way?
It land wherever. So speculation began. Chicago, New York. It moved on to Atlantic Ocean. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll land in the Atlantic. Where does it land? It ends up landing in the Indian Ocean. Not the Native American Ocean, damn it.
Eastern Indian.
It's Indian Ocean after the actual country in India. It's not racist.
Indian.
Well,
It's an actual ocean.
They weren't even close.
It's an actual ocean. I wonder if the Indians call it the Indian Ocean.
We just call it the ocean.
Yeah, it's like, what do they call a Brazil nut in Brazil? A nut.
What do Canadians call Canadian bacon?
Yeah, they bacon. So it lands in the Indian Ocean near the Maldives. Have you heard of that?
The Maldives Islands?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of those.
These are beautiful, like you can see through the water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That's just too much. Continue on.
Oh. So no Chinese were harmed in the making of the rocket or the landing of the rocket.
You know, whenever you see something made in China, you know it's going to be shit.
Right, and then it should have landed in Chicago. It made it to the Indian Ocean.
Yeah, they weren't even close.
What do you hate Chicago for?
Oh yeah, it might land in Atlantic Ocean or New York or Chicago.
Like, what are
How
you,
about
a
the other side of the
Packer fan?
world?
I know, man. Right. They're like, we hate the White Sox. Like, shit.
Who doesn't?
They
I hate
have
it
two
right now,
teams.
too.
They have two teams, China. Deal with it. All right? You know, you can't just eliminate a pro baseball team that way.
Wow, what a secret intention that was with the Chinese government. Yeah, fuck the White Sox.
That's a conspiracy theory that you never expected.
Just kidding.
What?
I'm just going to keep running with it.
Why? That's where it started.
Keep running with it. Just kidding.
These fucking Japanese
These tests sometimes don't go so well. What? You know, my Mandarin accent is not as good as it used to be.
Yeah, you gotta work on that shit.
I feel like we could find one Chinese guy from around that area to sound like that.
Chinese Mexican.
We're accepting applications for interns.
Chinese Mexican.
Those gotta exist.
Yes.
There's a Chinese Mexican out there somewhere.
Oh, yes. We everywhere.
I've met somebody that was Mexican and Oriental.
Yeah, see, we everywhere.
Oh, that sexy bitch from down the street at the cigarette store.
Ooh, her.
Oh my God, this woman is fucking sexy.
About.
And she talks with a fucking like southern accent because she's from Duncan, Oklahoma. It's like you're sexy,
in Oklahoma.
And
oh yeah,
she's Mexican and I can't remember what Orient she is from, but or her parent, but
yeah,
just perfectly put together. And she's all like, "Yeah, well, you know, I'm from Duncan." I'm like, "What the fuck? Somebody sexy as fuck talks like that?"
Isn't that great?
It's like Adriana Lima. You ever heard her talk?
Oh,
Adriana Lima. Oh yeah, from Victoria's Secret.
Very like grovelly voice.
I'm trying to. I know.
grovelly.
Grovelly.
I can't remember what country she's from.
Isn't it Brazil?
South America. It's some South American country.
She's from that country, South America.
She might have been Colombian, or I know she's not Brazilian like Tom
Chilean?
Brady's wife.
I don't think she's Chilean.
Argentinian or Colombian, maybe?
Could be Argentinian.
I feel like
That would make sense.
Argentinian sounds correct. I don't know if it is.
Well,
it sounds
son of a bitch.
It sounds the most correct. If
Why'd you
only
have
we
to do
had,
that?
if only we had access to this thing that
Called
could give us the
Google.
answer. Oh,
Brazilian. I was wrong.
ooh,
You were right.
my first instinct was correct.
Yeah.
Brazilian model.
Yeah,
I didn't even have to click on it.
yeah. This is getting old, man. Being right all the time. Look,
All right.
This is getting real old.
this is getting real old. Not just my picks, but even this. I mean, this is getting ridiculous.
All right, your memory is really good, so you had to I've said for many fucking years, the Indian women are the most beautiful women in the world to me.
Yeah.
And number 2, I've always said Brazilian women, and like German women are really fucking high up there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen a lot of German women, but holy shit, fuck.
They make some women in Germany. They make some hottie toddies.
It's like you gotta deal with eating blood sausage and shit, but I'm down.
Yeah.
If we're talking about European women, Swedish are usually.
Oh yeah, Swedish too.
Oh yeah.
Swiss.
I feel like it cold.
What does that mean?
They're used to it cold.
They're used to it cold.
Never
Right.
question Bruce Dickinson.
That's right. So,
Well, I'm sorry. Like a
Oh.
woman in a cold place like that, it's nice to date them because they have low expectations.
yeah,
Well, they just need
I mean,
someone to warm them up.
You know what I mean?
when it's always cold.
Exactly.
It's always cold. But any warmth,
Yeah.
brightens their day.
Like a turtle in a shell.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's good. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Philosophical chance to El Fuego.
Yeah.
Kicking off here.
Well, and I don't want to just stop there. Men, we've got men that watch this show. Men, look, let's just put it this way. I live in a house that was built in the 60s. Let's just call it like it is. The plumbing is old. And so there's times where you got to get that plumbing fixed. Am I right? That's where our sponsor, Whiskey Dicks, comes into play.
I was about to say, I was wondering where you were going with this.
Yeah, pipes don't last forever, gentlemen. They just don't. It's not even embarrassing anymore. Not all pipes are created equal. You wouldn't just let your pipes just go and burst and go and burst. Right?
Yeah.
You would seek a professional. Right?
Of course.
You wouldn't just sit there and let it keep bursting.
No, I'm listening.
You would get some damn help. That's the point I'm trying to make. You know, sometimes, and the same goes with ED in your own physical pipes.
Where did ED come in?
That's right.
All right. What you got? Where you going
So,
with this?
look, for the longest time, Viagra was the only solution for ED, erectile dysfunction for the layman. Now, there is a new name in men's health, all right? They're being called, quote, the Google of penis products. They've hired the top doctors, pharmacists.
The Google for penis
Google.
products.
They've hired the top doctors, pharmacists, and devoted their careers to the science of PPs.
What are we, 9 years old now?
This is serious science for your junk. Listen up. Whiskey Dicks is releasing a series of products. This is not just one pill. All right? They keep coming and coming and coming. Viagra keeps your penis erect for hours. Who are you trying to impress, for God's sakes? That's just inconvenient. What are we going to do with the other 3 hours and 55 minutes? That's why Whiskey Dicks gives you choices. Choices are powerful. You can keep Mr. Happy at attention for under 10 minutes with Dickie's Quickie, or also known as the DQ 10 pill.
It's like a combo, like at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, if you do intend to have a series of hookers over, now you may opt for the grower not a shower pill or the GS60. Or if you're trying for some kind of state record or Guinness, Guinness, I think you have to have the guys come out and they have to
watch.
They have to watch. They got to record it. They got to witness it. You may opt for the quote, "This is permanent," or the TS180.
I smoked some
pill.
weed that was called "This Is Permanent."
Yeah, permanent weed.
Yeah,
Was it?
Oh, totally.
That's thinking long term.
That's why I've been acting weird today.
Whiskey Dicks is committed to men's health. Consult your doctor if your erection is maintained for more than 9 hours.
I think I'm going to do a lot more than that 9 hours.
Or if your testicles become severely bloated.
Like blue ball elephantitis.
Yeah, like if you noticed in your house that the pipes were swelling, you would call somebody, right?
Yeah. I wouldn't wait 9 hours, though.
Do not use this product if you are pregnant.
What?
Or you work for the Catholic Church. Consult a doctor if any of the following side effects occur.
Oh, God.
Pay attention. These are serious side effects.
It's going to be so bad.
Skin irritation, diarrhea, hallucinations, thoughts of suicide, thoughts of bestiality, headache, blue-colored semen.
What?
Which might seem cool at first.
Like Blue Man Group? I guess that's what happened to them. That's how they were created.
I think at that point I'd be considering myself an alien or something.
Right.
Well,
Like,
Blue Man
what
Group is
am
like, I'm blue, abba-dee, abba-die, and
That is
babba-dee.
not Blue Group.
Well, I know, but that's the song.
That's their hit theme song.
That's their theme
It
song.
should be.
Unofficial.
Also, if you notice, let's see, hiccups, numbness, coma, constipation, and death.
Consult your doctor.
Consult your doctor if you're dead.
My husband's dead. He's oozing out blue semen.
I hate to
I
be
better
all,
call my doctor.
I hate to be all like Norm Macdonald on this one, but like, hey, doctor, can't help but notice that I'm dead, and I'd like to, talk to you about this prescription that probably caused me to be dead.
Yeah. There you go. Whiskey Dicks is not liable for injury or death as a result of using this product.
Because we warned you about it.
Not FDA approved. Please consult a doctor before using this product that could likely kill you. Whiskey Dicks, put your dick in good hands. Whiskey Dicks.
I usually do, like, every day.
Yeah. So.
But Whiskey Dicks, no. It's a firm foundation of a company that you put your trust in, and
It's a good company.
yeah,
Yeah, good company there. Whiskey Dicks.
Thanks for Whiskey Dicks to giving us all the money that it takes to run the show and take care of our business and all those
Absolutely.
things. It's fantastic.
I mean, like I said, you don't want to be scared to hire a professional. Everybody has needs,
And that's the way that they feel about us. They're
Yeah.
like, we're gonna sponsor like a good company,
got to get the word out.
like Tits.
What we do.
They're awesome, and so
Yeah.
we'll say the same
How are we
thing
doing
about
on
them.
technical?
I'm not sure because this is so far behind. We're still talking about SNL.
No.
Well, I see that like the closed captioning is going, so that means that it's hearing us. So to me, I'm not really smart, but that sounds like that's probably a good thing.
Seems outdated to me. So, okay.
Like I said, it's hearing us.
So today, of course, is Mother's Day. And just seeing from all the food that went out, the mothers are going to be eating great today.
They're gonna get fat.
The moms,
Wow.
some
Right on the
real,
head.
some real heifer eating going on today. which is fantastic. Good for them. Good for them. You know, like,
They've earned it.
damn it. Eat. You know? Eat. You eat today. You do all the cooking and all the work. Just chill.
Hopefully, there's not a lot of moms like cooking today.
Just
like,
shove it.
No mother should cook today.
Just shove it in your mouth today.
Well, I'm sure there's some fathers that are probably telling them that too, but for another reason.
Big Paul does say the audio is a little weird, probably because it's not coming from the dong. I bet it's coming from the laptop.
That's what I figured.
But that's what we got to deal with today.
So now it's time.
Can we
I mentioned
move that this way?
mentioned it's Mother's Day, and this is the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going back to an old investigative report on titled, "What Did You Get Your Mom for Mother's Day?" You saw the opening photo, and so now we will go into that. What if I told you that sometimes giving birth just isn't enough? What if I told you that sometimes the voices / birdies inside your head were too powerful for even a mother's love? We travel back to the month of May in the year of 2020, and our destination is the small town of Midwest City, Oklahoma. Police officers respond to a welfare check at around 6 p.m. on Sunday, May the 10th, Mother's Day. They were hoping to find a vibrant, cheerful, 75-year-old lady named Irene Beers. But instead,
Cheerful.
they are greeted by her son, 46-year-old Aaron Bradley Beesbeer. Now, before we go forward with this story, we must go back to understand the person that is Aaron Bradley Beesbeer. Aaron Beesbeer, 46, graduated from Burbank High School in 1973. Odd fact, he was never referred to as A.A. Ron. Growing up in California, Aaron was a fan of both the Raiders and USC football. He once said that he felt a kinship with O.J. Simpson. Having a strong connection with the arts. The arts. The arts. Okay. Aaron was highly into music and even played the guitar for whomever would listen. His creativity knew no bounds. As he would later on become a sandwich artist for Subway. As the years would go by, though, life would continually hand Aaron lemons and piss in his lemonade. Over time, he would trade in his wily...
This started to sound like Dateline or some shit.
Oh, sorry. Over time, he would trade in his wily energy and creativity, and anger and bitterness would become his dark, two-headed bitch. We now fast forward back to May 10th of 2020. Officers are at the door checking on Aaron's mother, Irene Beers, an avid lover of chess. Aaron had to think quickly of his next set of moves. He told officers that she left for the casino a few days before. Would that make them go away? Unfortunately for Aaron, the police noticed Irene's truck was still in the driveway. The police also noticed what they described as, quote, obvious blood in the bed, end quote, of that truck. When officers pointed out to Aaron, his mind began to race. His favorite movie. His favorite movie was Good Will Hunting.
I'm sorry, I'm trying so hard.
He pictured himself as a bright, blue-collared Matt Damon. And after doing all of the algorithms, inside of his head, he told the police.
Well, he's an avid chess player.
He told the police, and I quote, and then he said, yeah, I killed her. Police arrested Aaron on a complaint of murder.
A complaint? Hey, officer, I'm sorry, but I gotta make a complaint. I don't like getting murdered.
Investigators learned that Aaron had dumped his mother's body somewhere in the northeast part of Oklahoma City, which was later found and identified. Rest in peace, Irene Beers.
I think actually, technically, I think that was like, what do they call that little shit-ass town? Forest Park?
Probably so.
I think that's somewhere around there, but...
Yeah.
An avid lover of chess, huh?
He will be missed.
Good. Well, he's got, actually, I did research on him yesterday or the day before just to try and see if I could see some sort of trial or sentencing or something, and it just went back to last year. So I was like, I guess there's no new news on him. But I guess he's got a lot of time to play chess right now.
Yeah.
And ping pong.
He really was. All
And
those
ping
things.
pong.
All those things
Actually,
are very
got,
true.
He got me into the game Risk. I play Risk on my phone all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And it's thanks to this beautiful, aspiring chess player.
Artist.
Yeah.
The artist.
Oh, his passion knew no bounds. Right? He was into all those things. Yeah, he was. It's true. He was, chess. He was sandwich artist.
Sandwich artist?
He played the guitar.
I figured he was into archery or something like that.
Was able to do a little research on Mr. B's beer.
I heard that he was really an avid knifer.
Knifer. Well, look.
No, there's a term for that.
We played ping pong with him. He had a killer slice. We saw it ourselves firsthand. We also cornholed with him, and I must say he had great follow through.
Oh yeah, he made sure to.
So I imagine his stabbing would probably go
both, just like in tennis. Your forearm and your backhand.
Yeah, a lot of times people with stabbing motion will stop, and that's probably not the right way. You want a good follow through, just like a sport.
Yeah, it's like tear out some arteries and.
That's why you have to have a sharp knife. If you've got a dull knife, it's hard to follow through.
It's worthless if you have a dull. Well, unless you want them to go.
Why are you even giving advice on how to kill people?
I'm not. I'm not. I'm speculating that.
He was an artist, so I'm sure he did it really well.
Yeah, he looked at her like a piece of deli meat.
And he had a plan. He murdered her, and then he was like, you know what? I'm going to go dump her body off, and then I'm going to stay in her house.
No.
And not clean up her blood. That was a bold move, though.
Yeah, that was it's innovative.
You know, they always have the stories of stupid criminals, and this
Yeah.
definitely falls into that category.
Well,
like,
you know, they checked like the sinks and the bathtubs and stuff for the bleach and stuff to clean out the blood and and so if it's got bleach and blood on their little CSI shit,
he was too lazy to even do that. It was like, I'm just gonna go home.
he was just like, nah, they won't notice.
They won't notice. Yeah,
It's
nobody will. Yeah.
It's a good play.
What's the worst that could happen?
What is the word?
He found out.
Like, officer, I'm trying to watch Jeopardy here. Come on now.
Right. Now, in a similar, I say similar, there's two sides to every story. Now, this is a different story, but, everybody assumes the mom is good. But I've got a story for you, and it's local. It's Oklahoma City. Mom's gone wild.
Mom's gone wild?
We always assume the mom is doing everything she's supposed to do. But there was a woman arrested here in Oklahoma City after performing, quote, lewd acts in the presence of teenagers.
Oh, shit.
Now...
Well, was she hot? It's kind of like that Saturday Night Live skit with Pete Davidson, where it's like, the teachers were like having sex with this, high school kid, but they're hot as fuck.
Well, it's like Big Paul says about lesbians: haircuts don't lie. Sometimes I think names just don't lie. Her name was Ola Mae Allen.
Ola. That's her first name. Ola. Her middle
so in
name's
Spanish,
May.
her first name's hello. Ola Mae Allen.
May I have sex with you?
Yeah, Ola Mae Allen, age 57. So we're already off to a bad start. This may be a grandma's Mother's Day here.
57?
Well,
57.
They're mothers too.
They're mothers too. They're mothers of mothers. And more mothers.
it's like an unending chain.
She has been arrested, though. She is behind bars. She was staying at a home in northwest Oklahoma City with 2 women and 3 teenagers when the mother kicked her out. Reports say Allen and the teenagers left the residence and were on their way to one of the girls' biological mother's home. Okay. Reports say they stopped at a park in which Allen left the car, began eating grass, and dancing.
Like good grass or grass?
Began eating grass from the turf.
Actual grass?
From the turf of the park.
Not like weed grass?
And dancing on a pole. Before masturbating.
Oh my God. She was on psychedelics, dude.
And performing lewd acts in front of the teenagers.
That sounds like psychedelics.
Yeah. Now it says police later arrived at the park, so I wonder how long she got to do this. Like, did she get to do a full show?
I was about to say she did a full show.
Did she get her full 10 minutes?
Did she get her prestige?
She arrived at the police arrived and believed Allen was on narcotics.
Duh.
Or having a mental health crisis.
Or both.
I'll probably say a little of both.
Like, oh God, the electric bill's in. Let me go eat some grass.
The electric bill? That's like her biggest problem.
My anxiety's flaring up. Let me go dance on this pole.
Well, she was probably dealing with the repercussions from the pills of whiskey dicks. Like, she didn't know that was just for dudes.
Yeah, there are some side effects. We talked about it.
The side effects.
Allen was arrested on charges of performing a lewd act in front of a minor. It sounded like she performed more than one.
Yeah,
honestly.
Plural.
So, I don't know the legal terminology, but charges of performing an entire lewd show. Maybe it should turn into lewd show, not act.
Yeah. Throw dollar bills at this grandma.
It was a multi-act show.
Hell, if she incorporates the Philharmonic, she's got a hell of a show.
She's got a money-making show.
She's got to have some lights.
You start with eating the grass. I'm imagining that. Is she like ripping the grass and eating it, or is she just down on all fours?
And
She's just going full heifer.
She's going full goat.
I was just about to say that too. She's gonna mow my grass.
I'm gonna mow. Like, man, no one. housekeeper, not the housekeeper, but the whatever keeper of this park is not doing their job. I'm gonna help them out and like mow this grass.
Damn.
Is she taking like divots out of the grass? We have to replace it.
Is that what they were most angry about?
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of horses that played,
It's hard to
like,
keep a good
polo
lawn. Yeah. I'd be pissed.
What would dirt taste like?
Like, damn it, that bitch is eating the park.
there. She's eating the park.
57.
I hope she doesn't have a taste for metal because we just put in a new slide.
It's got to be drugs, man. If you're 57, you don't have energy for that.
Damn, that's got to be meth.
God, I can't imagine being 57 and having energy to go eat some grass in a park.
John PCP.
That sounds like a Florida man story.
It does, but it's right here in our local area, OKC.
There's
Yeah.
crazy people everywhere.
Yeah, Okie. We have our own little Okie story, you know?
Aw, you made it sound adorable.
Yeah, a little, bless her heart.
Bless her heart for like mowing the park's lawn.
All right, teenagers, I'm going to take it to your mom, but first...
But first, I'm gonna teach y'all something.
Y'all need to learn some life today.
It's a life lesson.
Okay, Ola May.
Ola man.
I want you to play up the music really loud in the car radio so I can dance to it.
And then afterwards, we're gonna wrestle.
Here down near the Cotton Joe, how's it made? Where'd you go? Where's it in there, Cotton Joe? Where you go, up now, Joe?
Oh, okay. So we're living in a day of age like where everyone's got a smartphone with cameras and shit like that. No one videoed her eating the grass. Like she's with teenagers and shit, right?
She's with 3 teenagers.
Nobody videos that shit.
I'm sure
I'd have been
someone-
like, that's the first thing I fucking do.
Yeah, that's got to be.
I don't care if I'm on drugs. Like, I've been high as fuck. I've done so many different kinds of drugs. And I still would have had the mindset to be like, someone has to video this. I was like, that chick, she kind of...
That's going on TikTok.
No kidding.
Damn.
Look,
Look at this player right
I'm
here.
still kind of wondering what the problem
Ooh.
is with this story, honestly.
Damn. I'd like that.
Moment of silence for...
Yeah, he stopped.
She's got a nice tattoo on her back.
Yeah, I'd like to shove a Snickers bar up her ass and then have her farted into my mouth.
Well, that would cancel out the nougat taste.
It's like a scientific...
Yes. Fart plus nougat equals nothing.
Is that the new algebra?
Wow.
Fart plus
Wow.
nougat. No, it's like...
Methane.
It's what the method...
Fart is methane, right? Methane plus nougat equals...
Well, Tim, I'll give you one thing. You're very creative.
What did you not like? Did you fall asleep during science class?
Yeah.
And math class, apparently.
They
It's
say
all
was-
right. I missed the Snickers ass part of the science class.
Hey, look. Snickers comes in handy when you're hungry or getting hangry. But what if you've already eaten and you got an extra Snickers? And somebody like that walks by.
Hey, you don't waste your Snickers.
Yeah. It's like, I'm sorry, this has got to go up your ass.
He did that on purpose. I know you did that on purpose.
Sodomy by Snickers is a new one for me.
Sodomy by Snickers!
It's a new one for me.
Alright, you get one for that. That's great.
Sodomy by Snickers.
Well, you know, they're always changing laws and stuff like that, so it's like, the judge is like, holy shit, this is the first time I've ever
Sounds like
seen
it,
a case like this before. Sodomy by Snickers. Sir, you've been charged with sodomy by Snickers?
It's new advertising on the dark web for Snickers.
I was just thinking that the same thing. It sounds like an advertisement.
Rule 34, Chance.
Like sodomy by Snickers.
Yeah.
We're making that a Rule 34 now.
I guess
Yeah.
you never read that book. Like, come on now. It's like, man, we've been doing that shit since
I think
back
we
in the
may
day.
have just discovered the one thing that is not Rule 34. That's sodomy by Snickers.
Sodomy by
Sodomy
Snickers.
by-
I doubt there's a
Snickers.
rule on that. I doubt that's out there.
It's, well, We've given it to you. It is now out there.
That gift is out there. That's right.
Who says we're not original?
So, speaking of sodomy by Snickers, let's talk a little bit of LeBron James.
Because I always put them together.
What? What?
Up there.
What does that mean?
That's the time.
Oh, thanks, man.
That's what.
Oh my God, have we really?
And,
Okay.
Paul's been blowing us up.
I know, it's awesome. I've been catching some of this.
Okay, so that sounds like everything's working. People are hearing us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, things are going great.
We good.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
yeah. Just like Dogecoin, we are. Hang on.
No,
No.
We're doing great.
I've heard Bitcoin is better.
Do you want?
Yeah.
Well, Bitcoin. If that's like at 38,000 right now. So if you want Bitcoin, you're gonna pay a penny.
I've done. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I know it's expensive, but like I've done a little bit of research on Bitcoin, and it's
There you go.
pretty impressive.
Buy high, sell low. Isn't that what they? That's not what they say.
I don't
All right.
think that's what it is.
Yeah, that's the opposite.
That's the opposite. All right, so
That was
NBA is where I'm actually taking us to. I said LeBron James and a Snickers.
So
Will you
where are we
tell-
going to this? Because LeBron James has been in the news for a couple of reasons. So that's why
LeBron James is in the news for a couple of reasons. So the Lakers have sucked ass here lately.
Well, they played a lot of games without him because he was off on injury and
yeah,
shit.
but they have had like the absolute you want solid momentum going into the playoffs.
Oh yeah.
The Lakers have actually had the exact opposite to this point.
no solid momentum.
Yeah, they remember at one point they were a 4 seed in the West. They have now
Well,
dropped
they
to
were
a
a number
7th.
1 seed at the beginning of the season.
Yeah, they have now dropped to 7th.
Did you just tell me that the Lakers are the number 7 seed?
Portland, with their victory over the Lakers last night, have overtaken the Lakers in the 6th spot. The Lakers are now in the 7th spot.
Who's number 2?
Phoenix, but that's not how the playoffs work anymore. Because remember, now they have your play-in playoffs, which is your...
They're doing that again?
Yes, they are. The 7th through the 10th seeds, which means the Lakers would
So we
most
have
likely...
20 teams.
The Lakers would most likely face off with the Warriors to open in the play-in part.
That's crazy that they changed that.
So LeBron's in the news this week because he was basically saying whoever came up with this format needs to be fired.
Well,
He
you
wouldn't be-
definitely want to be in the top 6 seed is what that means, right?
Oh yeah. Well, he definitely wouldn't be saying that if he was in the top 4 or whatever.
Thank you. This never has come up in conversation until the Lakers started sucking. And I'll be honest, I can't fully put my finger on what's going on in LA. I mean, I know Anthony Davis has been in and out, but they're good enough. They should have not dropped like this. This
He's
is
a
pretty.
world.
This
He's
is
a
pretty
world
dramatic.
They
class
still have, like, a
player. He's
solid
one of the
team.
greatest basketball players in the world right now.
Yeah, but they legit have to be able to play in just to get into the playoffs now. Is the way it's looking right now because there's only 5 games left.
Damn.
There's only 5 games left.
Oh, it's fucking May. That's right.
Yeah, and so it's a shortened season.
Playoffs start in June.
Right now, you still got Utah with the best record in the NBA. I believe Phoenix has the
Utah's
number
still
2
rocking
record in
shit
the
out?
NBA. Yeah.
Man, I keep hearing about how bad Utah is really kicking ass. I bet it's a fluke. I'm calling it right now.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Utah's going to lose in the playoffs.
I still think they're fake news. I don't think they go all the way. But
Oh yeah, me too.
and I still don't know what to expect from Phoenix in the playoffs because we haven't seen them.
Last year, what they did was really amazing. They were way undefeated in the bubble.
Yeah.
But they missed the playoffs by a tiebreaker or something because the beginning of their season was shit last year.
Yeah.
And but they were undefeated or something like that in the bubble last year.
They were. They've been hot. They've been hot ever since the bubble and going into this season.
I had
So we're
no
gonna see what
idea
they're
that
all
they
about.
were going to do this fucking well this season. I
Well-
knew they were going to be in the playoffs. But
Yeah.
Chris Paul really stepped up his.
Yeah, remember they were hot then. Then they picked up Chris Paul in the off season,
I forgot about that.
which only helped him. I mean, he only
He's a
adds
great-
to. He does
he's a
not
great
detract.
leader.
Yeah, he doesn't detract from your team. He actually helps make things flow a little smoother.
He
Devin
should've
Booker's
won
able to play
MVP.
his role easier with Chris Paul there. So they're a good team. They're a team to watch out for. I can't put my finger on the Suns right now. I I honestly feel like I can't make a solid prediction of what they're going to do in this playoffs.
I can see them being
really
like
don't.
a Toronto Raptors. Like seriously, like one of those teams that just like they're full of heart.
Yeah.
Like the Houston Rockets back in the '90s.
Yeah.
Where he was like, don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion. Coach not Juliana.
Tomjanovich?
Tomjanovich.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Rudy Tomjanovich.
Yeah.
I don't see them making it to the finals.
You don't see the Suns making it to the finals?
I could see them like making it to the Western Conference final.
I think
finals.
bare minimum, they get past, the first round? For them, the first round? Whatever that looks like now with the new play-in stuff, whoever they end up facing.
So you're just saying they're just going to make the first round, or they're going to make the second round, and that's it?
I'm admitting to everyone right now I don't know with the Suns.
Yeah.
That's what I'm admitting. I'm admitting to everybody because I know Utah has a great regular season record, and I know that they're going to choke at some point in the playoffs. They're not going to have the right personnel. Somebody's not going to step up when they really need them to,
A bad matchup.
and they will lose somewhere.
A bad matchup.
I'm expecting that from Utah. From the Suns, I legit don't know what to expect from them. I don't know. Does Chris Paul's leadership take over and they go far? Does their lack of defense hurt them? It's got to hurt them eventually. But
Chris Paul is one of the greatest point guards I've ever seen in my entire life.
yeah, who in the West is playing great defense right now? Not many. Not many teams. There are some, but not many. So the East is interesting.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. But I don't know if the East hasn't won in a while. I mean,
Are the 76ers for real?
76ers.
yeah.
They're first in the East.
No, I don't know.
Milwaukee's kind of down there. Like
They're third.
Yeah, I mean, see, like, I kind of feel like that shit's a fluke because I saw that shit whenever they were the number one team in the NBA.
Yeah.
And then they went to, well, instead of just like in their conference or whatever, they were the number one team like overall with their wins and shit.
Yeah.
But they're playing in the East, so all that bullshit.
I think everybody
gold.
I think everybody past the third seed is just a wash. I don't trust any.
No
I don't
one
trust
gives a shit.
I don't trust the Knicks, Hawks, Heat, Celtics.
Is that saying the Knicks are number 4?
Yeah, they're number 4,
Holy
37 and 30.
shit.
Yeah.
Who the hell is on the Knicks?
Not many. Not many.
RJ Barrett.
RJ Barrett's had a good
Kevin
season.
Knox.
Atlanta's number 5, right behind the Knicks.
Mitchell
Yeah.
Robinson.
What?
And they made a comeback.
hell?
Atlanta was actually further down. They made a comeback. They made a coaching change. You know.
Wait, are OU boys with Atlanta, right? Trey.
Yeah. Very young.
Trae Young.
Trey Young. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm rooting for him, but I really think it's the top 3 in the East. It's between those 3, and the rest just don't even matter in the East.
I'd
honestly.
say I think the Nets is the best.
Yeah.
The best chance. I think the 76ers could take a team like far, but I don't think they come out and win it.
Yeah, because they really don't have the big shot guy. I mean, Embiid's not been great.
shit.
Simmons can't take the shot.
You didn't say like these teams have locked up positions in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Y I think means you won the division, right? Milwaukee. Y is winning the division, just like Utah.
What does it say?
Yeah, it does. The very bottom.
Yeah, I think Y.
The very
I
bottom.
think
Yeah, clinched division. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's a big deal. You clinch the division and you get a higher seed, even if another team has more wins than you.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I see the Nets coming out of the East and then facing whoever
Because the Nets
makes it out of the West,
the
which
Nets are
is
kinda,
interesting.
The Nets are kind of too stacked to not do well in the playoffs.
Yeah, and you've got so many guys. We talk about guys who could step up in big moments or lack thereof for the 76ers. The Nets are loaded with guys like that.
Embiid is so fucking cool to watch. He's so much fun to watch.
He's very skilled, very good.
I love watching.
Shoots
Embiid.
threes and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's a great rebounder. He can play short, he can play long. He's just one of those players I would want to have on my team.
So there's that. So we're starting to go into playoff time. It's going to be interesting. It's going to be great. It'll be fun to watch the play-in stuff. Watch LeBron pout over that while they're doing the play-in tournament. It's going to be great.
When does that stuff start happening? Do you know?
Here pretty quick. I mean, like I said, they've only got 5 games left, so we're talking like, what, a couple of weeks?
Well, it is a shortened season? 'Cause
Yeah.
47 and 21, that's only
68.
60, yeah.
So, yeah, because before it was an 82-game season. I forgot what they reduced it to this
Probably
year.
72.
I don't know the exact number, to be honest.
A lot of these teams have played 68 games. So you said the Lakers have 5 left, right?
That's, yeah.
So
Well,
they've
Philly is-
played 67 games.
I bet you it's probably 72.
So 72.
games.
So they reduced it to a 72-game
Yeah,
season.
I think
Okay.
so.
That sounds about right.
Like, that's only 10 games off. I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Well, you know, the calendar, you got to. I mean, typically they're already playing playoffs by now in the past.
Well, I mean, but like the span of time in between the end of last season, you know,
Right.
the off season was very short.
Yeah.
So
I mean, the way they
you
had
give
to
us
do it.
72 games.
It'll
fine
go
with that.
deeper than normal. Remember in the past, the NBA Finals would begin like first week of June.
Yeah.
So, man, we're already going into May, you know.
Second
So,
week of
May,
May.
actually.
yeah. So, yeah, it's a little behind. They're trying to catch up. So that's going on. And you know what time it is now? Since we're talking NBA, it's time for Delfuego's pick. I'm glad you asked.
Oh, it-
Delfuego's pick.
It's an NBA game.
It's an NBA game.
Okay.
It's Sunday. This is Alejandro's favorite song. Okay.
What sucks is like who was it? Somebody bought that. It was Fox bought that from NBC.
Yeah, just so that he could play that when he gets hookers over. I don't know why.
No, seriously, no. That's so, like, you know, Big
What?
Paul. Big Paul doesn't really like sports.
Yeah, come in, ladies.
Dude, serious. Big Paul doesn't like sports. I mean, he loves sports. But anyway, he loved back in the 90s when I would watch NBC and watch NBA games and stuff, and
Yeah.
they started playing that music. It's like, yeah, that fucking gets me. Like, that's like Monday Night Football music. Like, fuck yeah, but like he liked it better than. That was his favorite sports opening music.
Oh, it was great. It's fantastic. I love it.
Hey, there's one of our good old buddies there.
Oh, you know, it just sucks when you have pants that don't fit.
Yeah. You gotta walk all funny.
Man, I gotta walk this way. Just keep my pants up.
He has like a meth.
He has what looks to be maybe a belt that's hanging.
Yeah.
If he would just tie it around his waist, it might help.
He has like a meth tail or something.
He has a meth tail.
I love seeing those guys with their like their pants hanging around like underneath their like ass crack and shit. Like
Yeah.
they're trying to be Britney
And
Spears.
Big Paul says he does like sports intro music. So, all right.
All the leagues
But
have
no,
good
anyway,
intro
Paul,
music,
no,
actually.
Paul loved the NBC, the NBA music because it was fucking awesome.
Now, who doesn't? It's great music.
It's classical music, but it was like it really gets you like jolted, like fuck yeah, especially if it's a good game between the Bulls and the Knicks, like they hated each other and like yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You knew people were getting tackled.
Oh yeah, right.
People were getting tackled.
or
in that
actually
damn basketball game.
actually punched and shoved.
Especially,
Oh,
in
yeah.
especially in the 80s and 90s.
Oh, yeah.
When
The
you guys were
90s
watching
when the
it.
Bulls and
Yeah.
the Knicks played, woo wee! You
Yeah.
know you're gonna see some shit.
We called basketball mixed martial arts back then. That was the birthing of MMA.
birthing.
Yeah.
Speaking of
I'm
Mother's
going for a
Day,
layup. Pow, bitch. Yeah,
Happy
you-
Mother's Day,
I don't know what the
motherfucker.
nutsack is.
So something we don't have music for is Delfuego's pick today. Dun dun dun. I don't have
I was
any
about to say
music.
like breaking news. Like I'm doing like Morse code or some shit. No, that's
Okay.
like Mortal Kombat.
Oh, and I saw the newest one too. Good stuff.
Shit, it looks good.
I saw the newest Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And there's people like, Oh, I mean, the acting, they didn't really build it. Shut the hell up.
No,
It's
this is-
Mortal Kombat.
This is probably the best Mortal
They
Kombat
give
movie
you,
ever.
they give you, if you're going in watching Mortal Kombat, you get exactly what you want. This ain't gonna. This is not gonna win an independent film festival.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Okay.
or an Oscar.
Yeah, you won't see this at Cannes.
Thank you, sir.
It's like the same thing going to see the new
Thank you.
Godzilla vs King Kong. You go in expecting just
Mortal Kombat, HBO Max, check it out. It's
Yeah.
it's worth it. It's fun.
I've heard it wasn't bad. I heard it was pretty good.
It's not bad.
No, like
I enjoyed it. There's moments, and I'm not. All right, there's a specific ethnicity of people that when they go to movie theaters, that they will make comments and be loud during the film, and it makes it not as fun to watch the film. They're like, "Oh no, don't go in there." I started doing
I love
that.
how you danced around that
I
shit.
started doing that while I'm watching Mortal Kombat. I was like,
did you see
kick
it in
his
theaters?
ass, motherfucker. No, I'm in my house. I'm watching on HBO Max. I was.
If you're in your house, you
I
can
was
say
thinking,
whatever the
I can
fuck
do
you
whatever
want
I
to.
want. I just don't normally do that, even if I am in my house watching.
But it
a
got
movie.
you
But
incited.
it got me incited to where I'm like, no, fuck them up. They tried to kill your family on Mother's Day.
No.
There's no spoiler alert on Mortal
spoilers.
Kombat. Are you kidding me?
No, I want to see that shit.
Oh, jeez. All right, so Delfuego's pick. Got to get there. Got to get back on the rails.
Watch Mortal Kombat.
Tonight, our very own Oklahoma City Thunder.
Oh shit.
They will battle. And I mean battle to the death. Speaking of Mortal Kombat. They will battle to the death. The gnarly Sacramento Kings. The wily.
What the
The
fuck?
wily Sacramento Kings tonight at 9 o'clock at night inside of the Minto that's called Sac.
What seed is Sacramento?
I can tell you one moment.
See, this is your hot take. This is your pick.
This is my pick.
What seed is Sacramento? Because I
12.
bet you they're not in the playoff
12.
running.
They're
Yeah.
12.
Are they? They're not even in a play.
I haven't even been
Well,
like,
not even in
re-
play.
They haven't been eliminated yet. They can still technically get in.
Oh god. Like you said that they're taking 10 now, right?
That's right. So Sacramento, mathematically,
they
with
have
the
a shot.
algorithms that's going on in Aaron Beesbeer's head, can get
His chest moves.
they can get into the playoffs theoretically. Now,
They have to
there
win.
are some things going against the Sacramento Kings tonight. De'Aaron Fox, their star guard, will not play. He is out tonight.
Oh, that's not good for them at all.
Also, their other star scorer, Harrison Barnes, is out tonight
Oh.
for the Sacramento Kings. And he has been big this year for Sacramento all season.
Okay, well, now I'm kind of interested in what you think is going to happen.
Sacramento was favored by 9.5. As of right
Shit.
now, as I'm looking at this, they are now only favored by 9. It's going down.
I thought you just said like 2 big fucking cogs in their team are gone,
That is correct.
and it only went down a half a point
Yep.
That's
against
correct.
their shitty ass Thunder team,
That's correct. So who do I pick today?
based on the line.
Based on the line that's now going down since the last time I looked at it this morning.
It looks like it's going down really slowly though. So by the
Yes.
time they hit
Well,
the
you
game-
said the game's tonight.
Tonight,
So-
9 o'clock. As of
It's-
last
it's
night, there
not-
wasn't even a line.
It's not going to go down, like, if it does go down, it's not going to go down a whole lot more from now until the game starts.
Yeah, yeah. And earlier this week, you don't know, the Thunder already played the Kings earlier this week. The Kings were favored by 5.5, and the Thunder only lost by 4.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right,
So who
so
am I picking today?
this is the one that he loses. This is the one that he loses.
No, I see where he's going. This is smart. This is smart.
Because it's interesting because you said their star point guard is out, and then their 2 guard is out,
Their guard and their forward.
or their forward.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox and Harrison Barnes, both out for the Sacramento Kings.
Is Barnes their 3?
He's there. Yeah, he would play the
3
3
or 4.
Yeah, he's the 3.
Buddy Hield is out as well.
Buddy Hield from the University of Oklahoma is out for the
Buddy Hield?
Sacramento
Wait,
Kings.
Buddy Hield plays for the Kings?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's on day-to-day.
He's been there the whole time. He was drafted by the Kings.
I'm wearing an
He got
OU
traded to
shirt.
the Kings.
Or did he get drafted then traded?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember
He was
him
at the
being-
Pelicans. He was at New Orleans first.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
But he's
Oh, that
there.
may be right, yeah.
Yeah, but he wasn't there very long. He got drafted.
I was going to say, I've only known him to be with the...
I didn't know that he was with the Kings. I remember him being with the Pelicans.
Yeah, he wasn't there very long though.
No.
Well, didn't they made the trade with the blah blah blah
Right.
the Andrew Davis or whatever his name, when they made the trade with the Lakers and then they got him.
Was it a team three-way?
I think so. Yeah,
I'd have to
three-way
look-
trade?
I'd have to
trade.
look that up.
Was it a DP trade?
But I think it's like we're taking Buddy Hield from.
No.
Was it a three-way DP trade?
You know I love DP.
Wouldn't that be a triple?
A TP?
Yeah.
Triple print penetration? Yeah.
So who do I choose for tonight's game?
Yes.
You keep saying this over and over again. So it's
9-point spread.
I'm choosing the Sacramento Kings
oh, damn.
to cover the 9 points tonight.
Even though they didn't last time, they played just last week.
Yeah,
against the Thunder.
and there are 3 significant players out.
Ooh, I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
Yeah, why? Yeah.
I like that, actually. I'm glad you are. Thank you.
I disagree with
I
that.
choose the Thunder to get beat by more than 9 points tonight at 9 o'clock.
After, like, I haven't done the research like you have, but after everything that you just told me about this game, I'm gonna go against you on that one. I can't watch the game.
I thought you were
but
gonna lead up
I'm
until
gonna,
you
I'm gonna
picking-
look into it while it's going on.
I thought you were gonna lead up into you picking the underdog.
You know, my phone.
9 points? That's a lot of points.
I always get notifications on my phone when the Thunder play, so I'm gonna be taking a very close look at the game tonight.
Will I go 6-0? I mean, this is a bold
Or
pick.
will drunk Tim, who's not a bettor and all that kind of stuff, be right?
This is a bold pick.
Yeah, I don't think you're
Another
right.
bold pick, by the way.
I tell you what,
I
if
feel like
you
that's all I do anymore. I just do bold picks.
agreed,
It would be easy.
you've been
It would
doing
be
great on the
easy.
NBA this
It
year.
would be easy to just go, oh yeah, those named players for the Kings. Oh yeah, Thunder. Yeah, 9 points. That's a lot.
But to be honest with you, I've never heard of those motherfuckers.
Good.
I've never heard of them. So you said their star point guard
Yes.
that I've never heard of.
That they got from Fox. He came out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
Kentucky boy? Really?
He was good.
Kentucky.
I can't believe you haven't heard of him. He's
he's
a big
out of
name.
Kentucky.
He's a big name.
Kentucky, their football.
I know
usually
you've heard of
sucks.
Harrison Barnes. And Harrison Barnes has had a great
Wait,
season.
Barnes, is he the guy with the tats on his arms?
No, you're thinking of Matt Barnes.
Hey, what's up, man? How you doing?
What's up,
Good.
man?
You Dad?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Good. Good.
What's up, man?
Mr. Joaquin, everybody.
Holy shit! I haven't seen you in a cool minute.
You got fun? We just cerveza, chico?
What's that?
Want more cerveza?
No, I'm good at the moment. Thank you.
Alright.
No más cerveza.
Oh, no mas. Oh. Anyway, so
That's a hot pig, dude.
and Big Paul.
And I
No,
bet you
currently
you
I'm
barely-
5-0. Technically, I'm 5-0. If I win this, it would be 6. I did say before there was another Thunder game, but it wasn't on air because we didn't have the show. If I would have, it was against the Raptors. I would be 6-0, but we didn't have a show, so it's not official. So I won't accept it. I'm currently 5-0. If I get this, I'm 6-0.
Well, you were confused whether or not you were 4-0 or 5-0 at this point. Is that
I'm
like-
not. No,
that's
I'm not
what you're
confused at
talking-
all.
That's what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
That's the differential.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I'm not confused. I know where I'm at. I'm just saying. I don't want to accept something that's not official.
Your
so.
memory is great, and I'm pretty sure your memory is really great when you've been right.
Oh, it feels good. God, it feels good. I'm smart enough to know that I can't go undefeated forever on these.
Oh, duh.
I mean, if I could, then
Tonight's the night.
people would probably kidnap me, hold me hostage.
Shit, I kind of
I
feel
would be like that sports book in Back to the Future Part 2. They would be like, where's the almanac?
the almanac.
Damn.
So I kind of feel like maybe I kind of feel like I want to make a bet with you of some sorts
Oh.
about tonight.
Oh, you feeling good?
Because
huh?
I think this is the night that you are going to have the one in the loss column.
Yeah.
I believe in you.
I don't know. Yeah, that look on his eyes don't say that
Well,
he
this is
really
a-
believes that.
This is a crazy pick, but you've taken crazy picks before and you got them.
Exactly.
So
I know. Exactly. The other ones didn't sound. My first three were straight up winning over they were underdog like winners, not even just the spread. So
Well, and the thing is, like, I don't watch sports as much as you do.
Big Paul wants to bet on whatever I just said, and he says, "Here's the top bet
He's wanting
sites."
to take your side.
Well, yeah, I'm 5-0. He doesn't know what we're talking about.
Well,
He
just this
knows-
year you're 5-0.
Yeah, he says, "Do I go to DraftKings Sportsbook, FanDuel, BetMGM, or William Hill?"
Well, DraftKings,
they're the most popular.
DraftKings or BetMGM, honestly, I feel like are your most reputable. I don't know anything about. I mean, I've heard of FanDuel for like
DraftKings
fantasy
is
sports
huge.
and things like that, but like and William Hill, I've honestly not heard of William Hill. That doesn't mean they're not a big deal.
Yeah.
It just means I have not done a whole lot of betting in my life, so I don't know William Hill. But
you're pretty good at betting though. Like the times that you have bet actual money and shit like that, like you've done pretty decently for yourself. So
I know.
I must say, like you've told me the stories. And
you would think I should do it more. It feels like I should the way this is going. So
well, like you're here to let the audience know, like here's how you
Yeah.
can make some money.
I'll give you some advice. Take it or leave it. If you would have followed my advice to this point, you would have a community of houses now. I told you that from day one, bet your house. You would have had 2 houses. Well, now I've been 5-0.
Well, like,
How many houses you got?
Fuck, dude. Like for at least like the last 20 years or so, you've been telling me about like your betting style and like you do your research and you know your shit. So
Anyway.
you know, I know we're idiots and everything, but you're not an idiot when it comes to like you never have put money on a fucking game where you didn't know all of the particulars.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, that'd be fucking retarded to do that without knowing all the particulars.
Well, my name is Chance. Maybe I'm just really lucky.
Right?
So,
Well, you're like domino.
yeah.
Luck is not a power.
Maybe
Oh,
luck
yeah.
is a superpower, damn it.
It's totally a power.
So, yeah, it's totally a power. Earlier this week, just gauging from what we talked about earlier, it sounds like you saw the video. Maybe you did not. Jake Paul, I don't even know why they were there, to be honest.
Jake Paul.
Huh?
Who's Jake Paul?
Right. YouTube video star guy. But that's how he became known.
Sorry.
Right. Has he done anything really?
I'm
No.
not with it.
No. Has he done anything really? No.
I don't know.
But
who
he's
Jake Paul
it
is.
does turn out he's a great promoter.
He is, yeah.
And his brother Logan Paul is going to be facing Floyd Mayweather in the boxing ring in June. Well,
Okay.
and I'm thinking that this is still a setup deal. I really think this
Wait,
is kind of set up.
Mayweather's in his 40s, right?
Yeah, he's 41, 40 or 41.
Man, he was like 40 or 41 when he faced McGregor or whatever his name, Conor, right?
Conor McGregor, yeah.
He's only taking money fights by the looks of it now.
Yeah, he was in his 40s whenever he
Which
faced Conor McGregor.
Makes sense.
So he's got to be like 43 or something like that by now.
Yeah, so there was,
He's 44.
he's 44, you're right.
Say, right?
There you go.
Say,
See how that feels? It feels good.
I know, I love it. Well, like, no, I love boxing. I don't really like MMA. I don't like that much violence. I like violence, but I like it to be like an even keel and stuff. Boxing is perfect for me. It's right there. MMA is just, it's too much for me. But I still try and keep track of it and
There you go.
Yeah, boxing, it's beautiful. Like, there's more strategy, I feel.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
All right. Well, so they were together at some deal. They start kind of mouthing, getting back and forth or whatever. Jake Paul kind of gets in his face, and then he says, "Gotcha hat." Takes his hat off, which is now a merch deal. He's now trying to sell that as merch.
Is he really?
Yeah, gotcha. The phrase "gotcha,
Gotcha.
hat."
What is this, like, catch me outside?
Yeah, he's like, "Gotcha." He goes, "Gotcha hat." Pulls off Floyd Mayweather's hat and starts running. But the problem is he's in a mob of media, reporters, bouncers. It's not like
fans.
He can't get far. So Floyd Mayweather goes after him. And
Give me my damn hat back.
They condense or whatever. Jake Paul ends up with a black eye on his it would be his left eye.
For good reason. Don't take my hat. You see this hat?
Floyd Mayweather gets his hat back. Now, Jake Paul swears that the black eye did not come from Floyd Mayweather, that it actually came from a bouncer that hit him.
Oh.
Huh.
But, of course, either way.
Why would you, like, seriously, why would you lie? If he was lying, why would you lie? Like, I would rather say that
Because he's acting all
famous
tough.
boxer.
Because he's acting all tough and I don't know. He's just trying to.
Yeah, no. Why would you act tough about that? I would rather say that it came from this, like, really famous boxer than from his fucking bouncers or security officers.
Well, remember, they're trying to reduce Floyd Mayweather. They're like, oh, he ain't that tough, trying to promote, like, his brother about to fight him. And then even Jake's like, yeah, I could take him too. Yeah, Paul brothers, we can take on the greatest fighter of all. It's bullshit. It's just promotion.
I see.
But he did end up with a black eye. Mayweather did get his hat back.
What kind of hat
Which
was
at the
it?
end of the day, I mean, swiper no swipey, damn it. Right? Swiper no swipey.
Like, I would have knocked his ass out if he took this hat. Like, I've had so many people.
Gotcha hat.
No, say like I've had so many people compliment me on this hat, and like, no, I'm taking that hat. Like, well, that might be the last thing that you do,
Yeah, I'd like to see
like
you
ever.
Let's see, try
But
one.
anyway, I traded a really cool Thunder hat for this hat.
You think it's for show?
The whole thing's just really annoying. I mean, Jake Paul's just putting himself into this.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is he trying to get a fight out of Floyd Mayweather now? I can't believe Floyd Mayweather's taking these fights, but I guess he wants that money that
It's
bad.
money.
He wants that
It
money
kind of
that
sounds
bad.
petty, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why are you giving these guys the time of day? They're both like the Paul brothers are a bunch of losers. So
It's the only way he's making money now. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like doing commercials. I mean, he's probably making money just off of this story,
Yeah.
right?
So that's why you think it's a little bit fake too.
I think it's a little WWE-ish.
Staged.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Right.
I know.
Nice.
It probably
Staged.
is. Yeah.
Staged.
And and maybe he did get the black eye from a bouncer. It's like, and maybe he agreed to it beforehand, like, to make this real, somebody's gonna punch me in the fucking face. All right, cool. We'll get in this mob. You get punched in the face. Look at this. I come out and now he's trying to sell merch on it. That's the other thing that sells me about it is like, he's not even genuinely mad about it. He's trying to sell it by, like, yeah, now I'm trying to sell the merch. Gotcha hat. Like, jeez.
Mr. Delfuego, I remember asking you one time, because you know more about a lot of sports and shit like that, especially like newer stuff.
Yeah.
You know a lot more than I do. And so I remember a phone conversation I had with you where I was like, why is boxing not as big as MMA and all that kind of stuff? Like, what happened to boxing? Boxing, like I just said, like, I love boxing. Boxing is fucking great. I love the sport. MMA has taken over. And so I asked you, like, what the fuck happened? And, or no, I asked you, is MMA taking our boxers away? Like, are boxers not being boxers anymore and becoming MMA people instead? Or WWC, or what's the other one?
Like Bellator?
WCW. There's another, instead of MMA, there's another.
Yeah, there's like Bellator and stuff like that.
But they're all mixed martial arts
Right.
stuff. But anyway, So maybe this was kind of like, hey, let's like promote some boxing shit. Let's try and get that shit out in the public eye again. Let's, get some notifications. Let's get people like interested in boxing stories.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a money grab.
It's a boxing story.
It's a money grab for both sides, is the way I look at it. And the more they promote, the more people talk about it, like we're talking about it now.
It's kind of sad for boxing because it's no longer really about championship fights anymore.
Or relevant.
The last one was like
you don't really have to prove yourself anymore.
Fury and Wilder was like I went to watch that fight, Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury.
Yeah.
But that was like that was one of the first like championship boxing matches recently that I've watched in a long time. All the other ones have been promotional fights, like McGregor or the Paul brothers or whatever. Boxing's kind of become, it's not really about the championships anymore, about getting better. It's just money.
Well, no one, like, I guarantee you, like, back in the day, everybody knew who the heavyweight championship of the world was in boxing.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody fucking knows who that is nowadays. I don't.
It's Tyson Fury.
It's
now.
Tyson Fury now.
Yeah,
But
he just
but
beat-
you're
Fuck
but,
y'all.
but you're
He
right.
just beat
But your point is
Deontay
still relevant. Like, not as many people know that now. And they
like
probably know more
Mike-
about this
Mike
Jake
Tyson
Paul.
and-
They know more about this Jake Paul incident than they know anything about Tyson Fury.
I'll give you something on this. I didn't know who the heavyweight champion was before Tyson Fury. The only reason I knew that is because I watched the last championship fight. I hadn't watched boxing in years before that. Barely anyone knew.
Yeah.
So I'll give you that. The only reason I know is that I just watched the last fight.
Well, say the Floyd Mayweather, like I know about Floyd Mayweather because he like had a thing where like he was beating his wife and shit like that, and so that's why people were getting behind Conor McGregor whenever he went from MMA type of shit and we're doing the boxing thing. They're like, yeah, beat the shit out of that wife beater.
Well, it turns out he was undefeated domestically too, wasn't he? Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Alright. I'm sorry, I got you.
That was a good one.
That's fucking great.
Undefeated in the ring. Domestically.
This wasn't like some Andy Kaufman, like undefeated,
Wow.
intergender, like. You're killing me, dude. Oh my goodness, I agreed to come to here. I cannot believe this shit. You're destroying my brain.
Hey, I do need to pay the bills.
Domestically.
I do need to pay the bills.
I hope this isn't gonna be worse. Oh my god.
We are brought to you in part by some good sponsors. You heard earlier about Whiskey Dicks. Get your pipes looked at, or at least put a pill in your pipes. Am I right? Well, we didn't really say that. I didn't say put a pill in your pipes.
Man, that sounds painful.
Take a pill, fix your pipes. Whiskey Dicks.
Yeah,
take a pill.
Don't put the pill in your pipes.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway. But we are also brought to you in part by, as always, we are brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger. So this is the taste of defeat. Jaeger. Also brought to you in part by Jaeger. Jaeger. Accept no substitutes. Right. There's a substitute. For this shit.
I mean, if there's a substitute for Fireball, there can be a substitute for Jaeger.
I guess the substitute is just anything else. Like, right? Beer?
Right.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
You have pretty soon they come up with like Jaeger seltzer.
Oh God.
I mean, what?
Fucking Generation Z bullshit.
Anyway, also brought to you in part by Goldschlager. Goldschlager. The gold in our special schnapps is 24 karat. And if you believe that, then I swear that after 3 shots, a leprechaun will appear with a pot of gold. Goldschlager.
Okay, so you're actually the person that fucking taught me about Goldschlager. Never heard of it. Like, Yeah, it's like there's supposed to be real bits of gold inside, and you're like, "Oh, there's gold in there." Like I'm a prospector or some shit. So you tell me about Goldschlager. I don't know if you remember back in the day, back in 90s, 2000s, early 2000s. There used to be a lot of fucking gold flakes in Goldschlager, but I don't know if you've noticed. Have you seen a bottle of Goldschlager recently?
Yeah, it's less flakes.
It's a shitload less flakes.
Yeah,
the economy is so bad.
Yeah, the gold market is tough right now. They can't find the workers to
put
the pickaxes.
To the peeling. Who is that?
That's Paige Van Sant. She's a MMA fighter.
Is this?
It's not actually. There's one of Kinsey. Her.
Why does she have boxing gloves on if she's an MMA fighter?
You'll find her in our link there. Her name is Kinsey. That's her Instagram.
She had boxing gloves on.
She's an MMA fighter. I don't know. She's confused. All right, so.
But I saw the.
She's officially with the UFC. I don't know. She's considered like what, straw weight?
Treason.
Yeah, paper straw weight. We're brought to you in part by Goldschlager. Goldschlager. The name is German for, quote, gold beater. So now we know the meaning for its brotherly schnapps called, quote, Dickschlager. Dick beater.
Is it really? Is it a schnapps?
Yeah.
It is a schnapps.
It is.
Isn't it? Oh my goodness.
And of course, also, we again brought to you. Nice, that's what I'm talking about. We're brought to you in part by Goldschlager. Goldschlager, a sweet cinnamon schnapps that is commonly served as a chilled shooter. Mixed with anything else, you're guaranteed it will be shooting out of your ass. Goldschlager.
You know, something an old acquaintance of mine told me. He learned from another alcoholic. He was like, this other guy. He was like, alcoholics should never trust a fart.
Yeah, don't push it. Yeah, don't ever push a fart.
Yeah, that's how sharts happen.
That's right. Brought to you again by Jaeger. Jaeger, You can really detect notes of citrus peel, saffron, juniper berries, and yes, concentrated shame.
Juniper's a flower, right?
So,
The berry?
I think juniper's a flower.
That's what I heard of juniper.
you haven't heard any of our Matthew Broderick ones, have you?
Oh yeah, that's new. That's
No. I totally have.
Okay.
I messaged you.
Oh, okay.
I told you, or I talked to you on the phone, and I was like, that shit killed me. But no. Feel free, please.
All right, well,
please
before
do.
we get to that, I need to let you know we're brought to you by a variety of sponsors, but we're also brought to you in part by Body Powder. Body Powder. Who are you? Poof. I'm Fat Man.
What? Like that's like his smoke.
Right.
That's what you were thinking, probably.
I'm Fat Man.
Christian Bale's Batman never used those.
It's very sad.
It is sad.
He was taught about them on Batman Begins, but he never used them for what they were good for.
Yeah. I'm so sleek in the night. I'm just gonna.
Well, because Ra's al Ghul, he teaches them on Batman Begins.
Yeah.
He's like, sometimes ninjas employ and all that kind of stuff. And then Bruce Wayne was all like as weapons. He's like, no, or distractions. You got to be more than just a man in the mind of your opponent. All that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Teaching how to be the ultimate ninja and yada yada. But then he never uses it ever. In the entire trilogy, he never uses the fucking bat pellet like he uses on the first Batman with Michael Keaton.
Yeah, that's a good criticism. Yeah, he doesn't use that again.
Well, he never does a flip.
What's that all about?
That's weird. Like, he's supposed to be agile and nimble.
Right.
Like, do a fucking flip. He's always just like ground and pound and just, more brutal, I guess.
Yeah.
They never really show his like nimbleness and agility and shit.
Agreed. The other complaint was he doesn't do a lot with his detective work either, with the Christian Bale one.
Yeah, which is what they're gonna change on this new one coming up with fucking Team Edward.
I hate Robert Pattinson.
He's gonna be so good.
You hate him?
No, Robert Pattinson. No, I don't hate him.
Oh, okay.
I thought you just said I hate him.
Yeah, I thought you said that too.
I probably just mumbled. I just said his name. That's all I did. So
I thought you just said I hate Robert Pattinson. I think that's what he just heard too.
No, I didn't say that.
No, he's gonna be so good.
I think he'll be fine. I mean, I have no reason to believe that he won't be good.
The trailer looks fantastic.
Yeah, it looks cool.
But anyway, yeah, so they're going to delve into the
Big Paul, you
side.
are betting that the Thunder will lose by more than 9 points tonight. All right, just for giggles.
Oh, he's agreeing with you. That's right.
For giggles, before we get to our happy ending, which it looks like you've got set up, what a nice happy ending. Makes me happy. We are brought to you in part by Matthew Broderick. Matthew Broderick grew up in a little town somewhere in the United States. We don't really know where, and we really don't know where he gets the money to pay writers to promote him.
Wait, that's new. I think I've heard.
That's definitely new.
Sure. We could easily check it out on IMDb or Wikipedia. But for $12.50 an hour, we feel confident he'll never hear this promotion. Is that how much we get paid by Matthew
Does he
Broderick?
work at 7-Eleven now?
Anyway, our bet is that Broderick was not a great child.
What?
Again, no research to back this up. But who would really argue?
Who could?
He was probably something of a piece of shit.
What the fuck?
From the moment he was born. Rumor has it that his mother insisted the doctors destroy him with fire.
Wait, was he a witch? Matthew Broderick was a witch.
Happy Mother's Day. Broderick grew up with the difficulty of having no visible genitalia
He was a Ken doll.
and attempted to compensate for his lack of manlyhood by way of acting in school plays and driving a Dodge Neon.
You had a Dodge Neon.
I know, that's why that's in here.
Okay.
I'm sure it is.
No, there's videos about people making fun of Dodge Neons. Anyway.
He had a tough time getting roles. In fact, he had to work his way up to non-speaking parts by sucking off the drama teacher after school.
Non-speaking parts. I'm sorry. Go on.
Finally, it took submitting himself to being passed around as a human toilet in a highly disgusting Epstein-style sex traffic circle for the drama teacher to give him his first speaking role. He went through a lot.
Yeah, no kidding.
He really rose
I think a
above
lot.
that.
I think a lot went through him.
They always say persistence, you know? Persistence gets you
That's
there.
what they were looking for.
Many critics have said of Broderick's voice, quote, "This is shrill and whiny. I can easily see him being forgotten one day, or maybe living in a tent somewhere near Broadway.
What the fuck?
Not off Broadway, but like very off Broadway.
Like in the alleyway in between the building that hosts Broadway musicals and the next building.
Oh my gosh.
Little did Broderick know that it would take a lot of asshole licking.
What the fuck? This is really going to some dark places.
To make his way to his breakout role,
His breakout.
Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
I was about to say, like, you're starting to paint this dude like Aaron Beesbeer.
No amount of therapy would ever help Broderick recover from the unspeakable acts he was required to land the Bueller role. But as luck would have it,
I bet you it had something to do with the shower.
nobody seemed to see how incredibly unremarkable his acting was. Maybe people were hard up for entertainment. Maybe his target audience was mostly unassuming children. Whatever it was, his role as Ferris Bueller ushered in a wave of terrible movie after terrible movie. Sadly, the sexual favors were still necessary as he progressed.
What the fuck? This isn't right.
Especially for his role in Godzilla. And
Why like does God hate him for that?
and Inspector Gadget.
I've never seen that shit.
Rumor is that he was asked to suck off.
I want to know who the rumors came from.
Rumor is he was asked to suck off Marlon Brando's dog to play his unremarkable role in quote The Freshman.
I did see that one.
In any case, Broderick needs your help today.
Oh, was he like the Hurley boy now? What the fuck?
The connections he quote gained when he married his horse-faced wife.
I never thought she was good looking either.
Just aren't landing him the gigs he would like. Broderick is now asking for your contribution. If you can, please go watch a Broderick movie. It would go a long way to help his career. Yes, we realize you'd rather jump into a swimming pool full of razor blades.
So watching his movies is now charity?
I didn't think of it like that.
Now you are. Now you are.
Oh my
Go watch one
goodness.
today, Stephen. But could you imagine a world
Like,
with...
what? Should we have like fucking Sarah McLachlan singing her fucking song in the arm? And then like the fucking looks on Matthew Broderick's face while she's singing the song.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, good.
No. But could you imagine a world without Matthew Broderick? Okay.
Yes.
Yes, you probably can. So can we. For real. Let's all pray that he walks into traffic. Matthew Broderick.
Damn.
Yeah?
These
Damn.
people really hate Matthew Broderick.
No.
That's extremely specific.
No, Matthew Broderick is paying for these plugs.
He's paying for these blogs, $12.50 an hour.
Oh, he's got to
I
get
it,
more
right?
gigs.
He's got to get more gigs, man.
Even he knows it's up. Even he knows it's charity to watch his.
I wonder if
movies.
they could do multiverse of Superman, if he could be the older Superman. So no.
I was about to say, don't do a Matthew Broderick. I wouldn't even know where to start. Like, I bet you Big Paul couldn't even know where to start with a Matthew Broderick impression.
Challenge accepted. No, I don't know.
He's probably better. He's probably the best at impressions between the three of us. But.
Oh yeah, but I'm the best at horrible impressions.
Well, that's what actually
And
Saturday
I'll
Night
take
Live.
that. And I'll take that. Yeah.
Saturday Night Live, actually, they're known for kind of doing horrible impressions, but like on purpose.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because
That's me.
you
I'll do
over
it.
exaggerate and it's fun.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you just look at my charts, you know, Ross Perot and shit like that.
Yeah. So that's our show, Stephen, man. I know you're disappointed.
Disappointed.
Shit. You know what? That's not our show.
It's like he just watched a Matthew
We did not
Broderick
talk.
movie.
We did not talk NFL draft. I said we were going to talk NFL draft. I said we were going to talk NCAA.
Shit.
But we're 2 hours in. So notably, OU's the preseason number 1. It's way too early for that, but
I don't know why they are.
We'll take it. Whatever.
We'll still stay pretty
close.
close.
What did they get to be number 1?
Only the best talent in the entire country,
The
Steven.
transfers.
Who?
Exactly. Guy from
Transfers.
Tennessee.
Oh.
2 guys from Tennessee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Rocky Mountain High, motherfucker. Hang on, they're the Appalachians.
No, that's like
Shit, other direction.
Colorado.
Fuck, that's Colorado. You know what?
Actually, Appalachians is the north.
All right.
no, that's the East.
So that's our thoughts on NCAA football. And then NFL, what's his face? Pretty boy goes to the Jaguars, right?
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence goes to the Jaguars. Justin Fields is now the savior of the Chicago Bears as the Bears finally pick a quarterback. Finally pick a notable quarterback. So we'll see if that
There was
ends
a lot
in
of
pure
quarterbacks.
ruin.
There was a lot of quarterbacks that were chosen on the draft, like at the beginning of the draft, that kind of set a record. I think the first 3 picks were quarterbacks.
It's such a quarterback-heavy league now. You got to get a good one, and the Bears desperately need one. So Justin Fields is a talent. We'll see if this ends in demise, or if he's the best quarterback since at least McMahon, which is like 30 years. So,
Fuck, dude, like Super Bowl winning.
Right. So Justin Fields.
I gotta say this.
I don't know
I did look at the fucking draft list. I am so surprised how many defensive players came from the Big 12 on this draft. That is absolutely if you look at all the Big 12 picks,
Yeah.
I think most of them are defensive players.
Yeah.
Or at least half. Like we suck as defensive. Like our offenses are so good. No kid wants to come play defense for a Big 12 school. But this year we actually had a good amount of fucking defensive players drafted. I was really impressed. Texas, OU, OSU. OSU had a good defense, but anyway.
Well, now it's nationwide, whereas it was just focused offensively in the Big 12. Those offensive have now expanded. Like you've got a lot of those coordinators or those coaches that are now head coaches in the SEC, and so it's now nationwide. So you can't.
It's kind of spreading out a little bit.
Your teams like Alabama are going to allow 30 points and win football games because they got better talent on offense. It's just the way it's going right now.
The
It's just
Pac-12
what it
still
is.
sucks.
Pac-12 still sucks, and as it will for a while. ACC really still sucks.
Yeah.
It's just a 1 or 2 team league right now.
Clemson.
So
It's the SEC and the Big Ten are the kind of the top 2.
yeah, they really are.
At the
It's
moment.
true. So
Nice.
okay, and then the other thing is Aaron Rodgers has made it very clear he doesn't want to play another play for the Green Bay Packers. Do you
Where do you
think
think
this is
he'll go?
legit, or do you think he is just?
Well,
Seeing if they'll call his bluff.
apparently turned down some offer to be the highest paid quarterback.
Big money,
He's threatening retirement. He just does not want to play. He basically
I hope
said
he doesn't retire. That would be a waste.
He basically said that as long as the current GM is hired, he's working there, he's not gonna.
He hates the guy. This is the same guy that, of course, drafted Jordan Love to replace him without even coming and asking Aaron Rodgers, "Hey, what do you think about this?"
It's like a fucking Brett Favre type of thing.
It is. It's similar, but at
That's
the
why
same time,
I hate the Packers. They don't have any. They have no fucking. What do you call it?
business sense.
No,
I don't know.
their bro code shit is shit.
Hey, you heard it. Hang on. Don't just scoot past that. You heard it here first. The Packers, their bro code shit
It's shit.
is
It's
shit.
a hot take. Well, no, look
Don't
at what they
forget
did to
that.
Brett
Yeah.
Favre. Their the loyalty. That's what I was looking for.
Gotcha.
Their loyalty is
No.
shit.
No, I like the way you said it better.
The bro code.
Their bro code shit is shit.
Because the owners
Drunk, yeah.
are dudes, I guess. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
Tactic guy, like
Yeah,
letter
bro
eye.
code shit is shit. in
But
Green
you
Bay.
know they're treating Aaron Rodgers just the same. I'm not gonna say it's karma because it's not Aaron Rodgers' fault at all that the Packers treated Brett Favre like that. But it's just kind of like, well, yeah, this is the organization that you work for. This is what we do.
Yeah.
We don't give a shit about what you've done for us. You won one world championship for us, just like Brett did.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we're done with you.
He should go to the Vikings.
You think
Right? I would love that.
they gotta get rid of Cousins?
And I would take that any day.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Well, right now the big speculation is, as far as the most, like, if there were betting odds, the most likely team right now seems to be, and I don't understand it, but it seems to be the Denver Broncos. Almost like, hey, we did the Peyton Manning thing, now we'll do the Aaron Rodgers thing. But, like, that still doesn't make 100% sense to me. I just feel like there's better places for him to go.
Yeah, well, they don't have the defense like they had when they picked up Peyton Manning.
No, they don't.
I think funny enough, I think his best fits are in his own division. Either the Bears or
The Vikings
Either
are
one of them.
fucking fantastic.
Either one of them is probably his best fit.
Yeah.
Bears are not a bad idea.
Yeah. But right now, the favorite would be the Broncos. But
Well,
I know you would hate
Packers-
that because that just makes your division tougher. As a
Nah.
Chiefs fan, yeah, it does.
we can still beat the Broncos both times. Like even like Aaron Rodgers is not
Right?
Rodgers is not gonna like change that.
Yeah.
Just this one quarterback. I mean, yeah, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But
Broncos would
like
have-
they don't have shit.
Dude,
They
Broncos would
suck.
have-
You're talking about the man that banged Dennis Kirkpatrick. He can win that division.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He's like, yeah.
He's like, I remember that. It's fondly
I
in
was
my
there.
memory. I've masturbated to that idea many times.
But hey, I'm sorry, time constraints. We do have to
Sorry.
go. We do have to go. But we did eventually get to talk a little bit of that stuff. It's time for our happy ending. We want to thank you guys for watching, and gals, whoever. Happy Mother's Day. If your moms are here, say hey. If they're not, send up a thing or whatever it is that you do. You know, a prayer or a
salute.
thing or a salute.
Thought.
A thoughty. Not a thought, that's something else.
Well, my mom's dead, so that's like hats off.
There we go. So, happy Mother's Day out there. I was just kidding about the whole heifer thing. Eat responsibly out there. And until next time, this is our happy ending. You all have a fantastic Sunday. Happy Mother's Day.
Hell yeah.
And then that's going to
that's
be a
a-
mother.
that's
That
a
right
booty.
there. That's going to be a mother one day right there.
You know, that's someone's daughter.
It always is, right?
It always
I mean,
is.
That's, biologically, right?
that's how
Well, it has
works.
to be.
That's how it works. It's always somebody's daughter.
I know, isn't that weird? You know, it's like whenever
actually,
my
Even
children
in this
were
day and age,
born-
even if it's a guy, it still could eventually one day be somebody's daughter.
Well, you know, we're all a daughter until we're born.
Oh